Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Bishoujo Senshi Sailor Moon Crystal Season 3, or you could call it Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon Crystal Season 3 on Episode 3. Now, this episode right here, pretty nice, not too bad. It gives... Please forgive me. It gives out certain foreshadowing of what's to come, and I think it made, certain scenes to make it obvious for other people, you know, not gonna deny that. So if anything else, let's go. If this video is short, I apologize. I must also apologize for this video to be up a little bit late because I had an electricity problem and here I am. So if anything else, let's go. Okay, at the beginning of the episode, we have to it that the Sailor Guardians or Sailor Soldiers ends up seeing two people who looks exactly like them, and and when it came to that, we go to a scene where that Hotaru actually has his power to actually heal people for a bit and maybe minor injuries here and there, you know, which is not too bad. And therefore Hotaru ends up going home and still has pain within her system, you know. And when it came to the Sailor Guardians talking to each other to watch out for those two, which is to keep an eye on them. Those two will become very important later in the future. If you guys watch the opening and make some analyzations and connections, then you'll all know what I'm talking about. And eventually we have to it that there's a scene between Hotaru and what's her name again? Michiru? Haruka and Michiru. Sorry, forgive me. And we have to it that Michiru gives some information history to Mamoru after him getting a certain dream or some kind of what's going on here. Speaking of dreams, we have to it that Mamoru ends up having the same dream about this other woman who's apparently trying to make a certain connection. They say there's 3 lights that's gonna bring out destruction, and that's the talismans. And that right there becomes important later in the story. I mean, trust me. I mean, I read the manga here and there, so I would know what's going on and what's gonna happen. So, yeah. We have to it that Usagi did see Michiru hanging out with Mamoru, and she was really concerned, you know? She gets to the video game arcade, and we have to it that Haruka was teasing her a bit, you know? And the girls tells him to back off because they were suspicious of him. And therefore, we have to it that one of the Witches 5 is getting ready to make their attempt or attack, you know? And we have to it that Rei-chan, that Sailor Mars, has her birthday, you know? And she says she has some suspicions here and there of what's been going on, not to mention Mugen Academy's camping ground or trip. We have to it that they end up seeing Haruka at the gymnasium, and Makoto decides to take Haruka on in judo, but apparently she loses really, really badly. And we have to it that Rei and Makoto at nighttime were concerned about a couple things, and they realized it's trouble. One of the Witches 5 is on the move and starting to cause some scenes, and that did not become a good sign right there. And we have to it that they tries to take him on, but there were no match against her, apparently. But they are saved by Sailor Venus, Minako, Sailor Mercury, Ami, and Usagi, who comes in right on time, and she uses her heart spiral attack whatsoever and defeats her, which becomes disappointing because the Witches 5 looks like they're just gonna have a small role that they have nothing to do, you know? Just to be there. Not trying to be a total nitpicker here and there, but I'm just speaking out my mind. Eventually, Sailor Moon ends up seeing the same person in the same sailor suit, you know? And tries to follow the warrior or soldier. And apparently, the person warns her to get in the way, okay? And later on ends up kissing her after saying fighting games are very dangerous, and the warrior kissed her. I'm like, oh wow. You know, I expected them to I was wondering how they're gonna end this episode off, because I did not expect that kiss at the end, that they were gonna end it off right there. Pretty sexy, by the way. Call me crazy if anything. So, anyways, pretty cool episode, you know. Nothing big or happening. Just a disappointment about the Witches 5 not having a big role, you know. I think one just got defeated easily. Who knows what the other 4 might do, but yada yada yada. Who knows? So until then, I'll see you guys on my next video or so. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye bye. Toodaloo.